that we as retailers have to make a mindset shift. We have to stop thinking about stores as places that just distribute products, and we have to start thinking about them as places whose primary role is to deliver an experience. What I'm telling you now is that retail is all about the customer experience. Thank you. Nicole, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, no, please. Oh, that's the reaction I get whenever I say customer experience. Whenever I say it's all about the customer experience, people go, yes, yes, it is. It's all about the customer experience. And so everybody's out there creating great customer experiences, right? Awesome customer experiences. And yet when you go to the mall, this is what you see, right? All these great experiences, and yet everybody's asleep. So what's happening? What's the disconnect? Why aren't these experiences taking place that we hear about? Well, here's the thing. Steve Jobs said one time that he said, design is a funny thing, a funny word. He said, when people think about the word design, they oftentimes think that it's about the way something looks. But he said, when you dig deeper, it's actually about how something works. It's how it operates. That's great design. And when you put that into Apple's context, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, Apple stores were very different looking than other computer stores, but that's not where the differences end. They were different because you could walk in and you could play with the products, you could touch things, you could try things for the first time. You could talk to these people who were called geniuses, right? And you could make an appointment to talk to people in the store. You could check out without having to stand in line at a cash register. They were the first people really to bring POS to the sales floor and make it mobile. And you could talk to somebody who didn't use technical terms, who didn't use all this jargon, all this computer talk, but they used friendly terms, things we never heard before. iPad, iPod, iTunes. It all sounded so great. So I think the same thing is happening. I think that we now have this sort of fuzzy notion, this definition of customer experience, and we talk about it a lot, but we don't know really what it means. And when I talk to executives, I'll often, at conferences like this, I'll be approached by people and they'll say that, yeah, we're working on a customer experience initiative. It's really cool. And I'll say, tell me about that. What are you doing? They say, we're redesigning everything. Our logo's going to look different. We're going to use different colors. We're going to create a new mobile app. It's going to be really, really cool. Oh, and we've got a new store design. Stores are going to look totally different. And we've got this really cool ad campaign that's going to be awesome. And we're going to broadcast everywhere, and everybody's going to see it. And technology, we're going to have lots of technology. We're going to everybody's going to get an iPad, right? Because technology. So that's sort of the way these projects are being approached. And then when I meet these same people about a year later, I'll say, hey, how'd that customer experience go? How'd that initiative go? And oftentimes what I find is that these same executives are feeling disappointed. Yeah. They're a little upset because they spent all this time and energy and money and it didn't really change anything. Sales didn't go up, customer traffic didn't go up, profits didn't soar, customer satisfaction wasn't off the charts or anything. And the reason is, I've come down to how many of you like fruitcake? Anyone like Christmas fruitcake? Yeah, not so much, right? Well, customer experience is like fruitcake, especially bad customer experiences, because you can put a lot of shit on top of a fruitcake, and it looks really good. Looks delicious. But when you dig below all that stuff, it's still a fruitcake, right? It doesn't taste that great. So we are feeling the same way about customer experiences, right? We're trying to dress them up on the outside, but we have to get into the mechanics of it. So what do the mechanics of the store of the future really look like? Well, I think a few things. I think, first of all, it's less about a store. These are not stores. We have to make these stories. We have to allow customers to feel like they're not just walking into a different store, they're walking into a different world. And that means that we have to articulate that story in every corner of the space, like Globetrotter Outdoor Equipment in Germany does. Every inch of their store, whether you're paddling a canoe or you can go scuba diving in the store, you can sit in an Arctic chamber with cold weather clothing on, or in a tsunami chamber with wet weather gear. Every inch of that store is an experience, and it's part of the story that started in 1979 by their founder, Klaus Denhard. We have to make stores less static. It's less about just being a showroom for products, and it's more about becoming animated and engaging, really engaging consumers on multiple levels. This is a retailer called Perch in the United States. They have about 9 stores, and every single product in this store is actually plugged in or attached, and it works. You can actually try everything in the store. When you go in, there's a chef cooking. You can have a cup of coffee. You can sit down. You can enjoy some food. You can talk to the people who really know how to use these appliances. They sell bathroom fixtures as well, like shower heads and that. If you want, you can come in, you can bring your bathing suit and have a shower in the store. And they told me people actually do this. They do. They said every week somebody will come in and try out the shower heads in the store. They sell more on a per square foot basis than Apple stores, actually. Their sales on a per square foot basis are higher than Apple stores. So they're doing something right. And what they're doing is they're appealing to customers on multiple sensory levels. They're engaging the customer's entire brain in that experience. The sense of smell, touch, taste, sight, sound, everything is being fully engaged. And that's what stores have to become, immersive environments.